Okay, hi, hello, dear friends. In the previous class, I have concluded that concepts up to the preparation of alcohols, hydroboration methods, and as well as oxidation, oxymercuration methods. So today, I would like to continue the same thing with the mechanism of hydroboration oxidation methods. Okay, as you all know that this mechanism is following the Karash effect or anti-Markovnikov effect. In this hydroboration oxidation mechanism, alkene is said to undergo hydration in the presence of boranes. So this boranes first will forms an addition compound. That addition compounds said to be trialkyl boranes. Okay, I have taken propene. I got a trialkyl borane in this one. This borane is supported by tetrahydrofuran solvent, and which is giving this trialkyl borane in the first step. What is the second step of this mechanism? Hydrogen peroxide is there. This hydrogen peroxide in basic medium OH minus ions forms hydroperoxide ion. So this hydroperoxide, whatever is there, that will proceed to attack on the boron. Reason we know that boron is less electronegative than this oxygen, okay, as well as carbon, hydrogen. So when compared to hydrogen, when compared to oxygen, carbon, boron is said to be less electronegative. This is the reason behind the attack of this hydroperoxide on the trialkyl borane, giving one kind of unstable compound. That means between this boron and this alkyl carbon, this oxygen is coming. This oxygen means hydroperoxide oxygen is coming, and hydroperoxide is leaving this OH minus ions, and this oxygen is coming in between the carbon and boron. So this unstable compound immediately react with this OH minus ions, and after that they will give an alkoxide ion. That alkoxide ion is nothing but CH3, CH2, CH2O minus, and this will become the boron with OH. This type of things we will do 3 times, as we have 3 alkyl groups are there in this trialkyl borane. But I am showing you one step. This will be done 3 times, and in one step how alkoxide converts into alcohol, that can be done by 3 times, getting 3 moles of alcohol. Okay, so I am giving the one step mechanism, that is alkoxide ion. When it is treated with the water, then this will become alcohol by the abstraction of OH minus ions. We have to see this water as H plus ion and OH minus ion, and in this water H plus ion goes towards the alkoxide ion, forming alcohol. So this is 1 propanol is octane. In this way we can understand hydroboration oxidation mechanism. So first method is nothing but borane formation. Always it follows this whatever the Markovnikov rules, and then after this OH minus ion attacks on this carbon, which will proceed this anti-Markovnikov addition. Actually, in this one more example I am showing here. In this there is an alkene I have taken here in the presence of borane in the tetrahydrofuran. This is said to be anti-Markovnikov addition, which is also called as syn addition. Syn addition is nothing but over one phase of this carbons only, the groups attached to the unsaturation. So that means one side of the phase means here water we are adding in these all mechanisms. Water is said to be OH minus ion, H plus ion. So this OH and H both are said to be added in one phase of that alkene. That's why this addition is called as syn addition in this mechanism. So this is one of the brief information about this hydroboration and oxidation mechanism and the preparation of alcohols from alkenes. Okay. Okay. Let us see the next one. Oxymercuration demercuration mechanism. As we observed that alkanes reacts with mercuric acetate. This is called mercuric acetate, and they will form a complex. That means in the presence of tetrahydrofuran, here also we will be having THF, tetrahydrofuran. They will form a alkoxymercury compound. This is alkoxymercury compound. So that means this, whatever the unsaturation is there, over the unsaturation this mercuric acetate attacks. In this positive part of this mercuric acetate is nothing but HgOCOCH3. The negative part is nothing but one acetate ion. So then that positive part will attack on the unsaturation, bringing a partial cyclic complex, and this we will call it as alkoxymercury complex. So which will further undergo a nucleophilic attack, and after the nucleophilic attack what will happen? Nothing but this nucleophile tries to find out the stable carbocation according to Markovnikov rule. This is nothing but MR rule only. Here we are following Markovnikov rule, and this nucleophile water OH minus ion, water will become OH minus ion once it loses proton from the attack of this acetate ion. Then we will get this product. This is nothing but a mercuric complex. These also. So in this we don't want this mercuric acetate ion. Then this can be again further reduced by sodium borohydride. In the basic medium, this hydrogens will be added and this mercury will be removed. So that we will call it as demercuration. So whatever we are preparing the mercury complex, that is called as mercuration, and we are removing this mercury compound using sodium borohydride, that is reduction. That we will call it as a demercuration method in the mechanism of this mercuration and demercuration mechanism of preparation of alcohols. We got an alcohol here, that is a secondary alcohol, nothing but 2-propanol. So we can follow Markovnikov rule in this mechanism. Okay. Let us see hydroxylation of alkanes. As you know, hydroxylation is nothing but adding some hydroxyl groups, OH groups to this unsaturated compounds, alkenes. Then this unsaturation will be converted to saturation, and where the double bond is there, at the carbons only this OH will be attached, and that unsaturation will convert into alcohol diols. These alcohols will call it as diols. Why? Because we will be getting the 2 OH groups in the products. So these are called as diols. When you take ethylene in the presence of alkaline KMnO4 in cold condition, or you can take osmium oxide, it will give ethane 1,2 diol, also called as glycol. It will give. So it indicates that when you do oxidation, hydroxylation, then you will get glycols. If you take propene, you will get propylene glycol. If you take butene, you will get diols. But the point is, butene of 2 types we have. One is of cis form, another one is called as trans form. If you take cis form of the 2-butene, for this hydroxylation means almost oxidation, nascent oxygen is coming onto this one, mixes with water, gives diols. you will get mesoform with cis-2-butene. But when it comes to trans-2-butene, the result is of different kind. The result is nothing but DL mixture, dextro, this is dextro, this is levo. So dextrorotatory, levorotatory, there are two isomers will be formed when we consider trans-2-butene for this hydroxylation of alkenes in the presence of alkyne KMNO4. Not only these things, if you take any kind of peroxide compounds in the hydroxylation, you will be getting anti-addition products. So that is also one of the most important point in this preparation of diols, alcohols from alkanes. Okay, thank you.